Hi Taurus, welcome to your December, can you believe it is December 2020 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Whether you're a new subbie, whether you're an old subbie, I just want to say a massive thank you so much for making 2020 an amazing year for me and for Radiant Reality. It truly means the world. So whether you've been with me, and I know some of you have been with me for a long time, so I'm super grateful. And I just want to say to you, whatever you do celebrate, whether it's Christmas, whether it's Yule, whether it's Hanukkah, whether it's Kwanzaa, whether you don't celebrate at all, I just want to say a massive heartfelt thank you for everything that you've done, for everything that you bring to the channel. And from my heart to yours, a happy holiday season. I truly hope that it is a great one and that it's filled with love and light, you know, as much as we can muster from this year. So with that said, before we start, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the month ahead has in store for you, for your actions and interactions with the world at large. You get the Temperance card, right? So this is going to be a month, Taurus, where you're very focused on your spirituality. This is going to be a month where you're also focused on your intentions, your manifestations, your alignment, your vibration. This could be a time as well where you're deciding to take yourself off of the proverbial you know, out of a situation where you've been playing maybe piggy in the middle. Do you know what I mean? This is going to see you pulling your attention and your focus out of things that just don't serve you anymore. This is going to see you being very picky with your energy, very picky with your time. It's going to see you really kind of setting the bar or the foundation, so to speak, to say, right, this is where I'm at, this is how I feel, and this is the energy that I choose to stay in. This is a really powerful card for that as well, because it for me personally, especially because the sun is in Sagittarius the first 2 weeks of the month, it just suggests that you're really tapping into that light-hearted spirit, and it's kind of like you saying, you know what, no matter what it's been up until now, I'm going to choose to finish it better than that, you know, and you can't really ask for any more than that, really, can you? For your money and materials, you have the Devil card. So I'm just going to call it like I see it, right? You guys are going to be the absolute overindulgers this month, right? Whatever you're celebrating, you know, a happy Christmas, a happy Hanukkah, a happy Kwanzaa, a happy Yule for those of you that celebrate like myself. And, you know, even if you don't, this is just going to be a month where you're kind of like, you know what? It's been a year. I'm going to eat, I'm going to drink, I'm going to be merry and, yeah, you know, throw caution to the wind. And I don't see this being, you know, you being like a complete glutton, but I definitely do see you kind of just saying, you know what, I think we've all, you know, across the board, even the politicians, I think everyone has earned a little bit of overindulgence. With the Devil card there, and next to the Temperance card as well, it looks like some of you have decided that this is going to be your last blowout, whether this is that you're going to stop drinking, stop smoking, you know, you could be gearing up for those New Year's resolutions. The thing is, because you have the Devil card mixed with the Temperance card, it's different this time. It takes on a different and a deeper significance. The Devil would be the physical expression of the bad habit. The Temperance card is, yeah, I'm going to enjoy all of this, but I'm moving beyond it, because Temperance also represents healing. And what I like about this for you is these two combined, it suggests that there is a bad habit or a cycle that you want to break, but because you're approaching it from a spiritual level, it's like you've got the energy behind you to do so. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's there. So it's kind of like you're saying, yeah, you know what, I'm going to have my blowout, I'm going to enjoy myself, but then after that, that's it. You know, I mean business this time, which is really wonderful to see. Now, that's on a sort of like a home level. When it comes to your money, this could be, again, this might be a month where you spend a little bit more than you expected to, but again, I think it's all kind of relative. Do you know what I mean? Like, the Devil card basically says that when it comes to your money, when it comes to your health, when it comes to your home and environment, you are going to overindulge throughout this month. And if I'm completely honest with you, because the Temperance card is there, I don't think it's going to be as detrimental for any of those things as it possibly could. The only thing that I will say to you I'm sorry to say, even for those of you that can hold your drink or hold your liquor, the hangovers look like they're going to be pretty rough this month. So as long as you can deal with those and get through it and not burn your turkey or your or your roast or whatever it is, you do what you got to do and have as much fun as you possibly can. For your communications and conversations, you have the Three of Swords, and you've got this right next to the Devil card. So we have to call it like we see it. This may very well be news of, so your Three of Swords is a separation, right? It's something that leaves our lives, or something that is something that ends or is removed. And because this comes here up here in the communications and conversations, this is news that's going to be delivered to you. This is going to be something that is said to you about somebody else. This could be you know, a friend or a sibling, or you know, something is ending for somebody else, but it's news that's going to hurt, you know, not hurt you, but it's news that will hurt your heart in some way. Like when you hear this, you're going to be like, oh, you know, I can't believe this is happening for you. So if you are called upon this month for some kind of support for somebody, just do what you can to be there. Obviously, you know, what is possible, and what isn't. You know, we just have to call it like it is. I know here in the UK we're still under lockdown. It's supposed to lift on the 2nd of December. I'm not sure if that's going to take place. I truly hope that it does. But yeah, we will see. For your love and relations, you have the Nine of Pentacles. This is stunning, right? For all the hard work and effort that you've put into your relationship this year. This is for those of you that are partnered in long-term relationships or married. For all the hard work and effort that you've put into your relationship this year, you will see the rewards this month. It will make all the more sense. And I actually feel like as well, whatever news it is that comes in that hurts the heart this month, it's only going to serve to make the relationship stronger or bring you guys closer to each other, which I absolutely love for you. You know, I said this a few months ago. I don't know whether it was November or October, but I said, you know, this year has been quite challenging for Taurus and their relationships, and this month you're going to see that all of the hard work that you did on that sort of area of your life has actually become worth it. Like, this is where you get the rewards and the payout, which is absolutely beautiful. For those of you that are single, Nine of Pentacles, I mean, if you're not meeting somebody, then this kind of suggests that you're going to get serious about finding somebody in the new year. Now, what I also like about this as well, for a lot of you, this suggests that it's kind of like, it's not even like you've decided what you need from a relationship. It's more a case of you've set the bar and you've just left it there. It's like, this is the standard or the level that I expect from a partner, and it's kind of like you've set the intention and you've left it. And so it's interesting to see like how it's gonna you know, how it's going to play out for you, how it's going to shape up. So let's have a look at your weeks of the month to clarify on this. For your first week of the month, you have the World card, right? So what is the World card? Yes, it's the world and it's all things out there. I think we're going to hear some good news about the travel industry, like as an interruption or a wider world message. I think this month we could be hearing some good news about the travel industry or lifting of restrictions. Now, just hearing about it, I don't think this is suddenly going to be like boom and the world is open, but I do feel like we'll be getting some good news. Now, on a personal level for you, Taurus, sun, moon or rising, this suggests to me that you are something is coming full circle, something is coming full cycle, something is wrapping up but completing in a really big way. And I feel like this is not only you tapping more into that spirituality of yours, I think this is going to be a time where you're really ready to start making some moves, where you're really ready to start making some very real world things happen, and it's going to be that spiritual energy or that spiritual push that you're utilizing that's going to get you there. That for me is very, very exciting. It really, really is. So for your second week of the month, you have the Magician card, right? This is really interesting to me because if you've seen the Devil card and the Magician card in the Rider-Waite deck, there's a lot of things about these cards that actually mirror each other, you know, in grotesque sort of difference, but you get my drift. This second week of the month, I kind of feel like not only will you be really enjoying yourself and overindulging, I think this is going to be a month-long thing. I don't think it's sort of going to be limited to one space either. So what I will say to you is, this second week, because you've got the Devil card there, and the Magician can sometimes be, for those of you that work or are employed, if you're doing any sort of maybe small scale, you know, work, Christmas do or whatever, for some of you, this could be maybe a boss that you end up schmoozing or kissing or something. Like, it could be something like that, or a person that's, you know, in a position of authority or above you. That's definitely a possibility, so just be aware. On another level, this could be some sort of gossip that you get pulled or sucked into, and it would be you know, at the time you could just be absolutely wetting yourself thinking that this is hilarious and going and telling everybody, but the repercussions could be a little bit more the repercussions could be a little bit more challenging than you hope for. So my advice on that front would be to be careful. You know, if you hear this and you know it's absolute gospel, I mean, don't be a gossip. That's what I'm going to say to you. I'm not even going to say like, ooh, do it discreetly. No, just don't be a gossip this month, all right? For your third week of the... I know the reason I say this is because with the Devil card and the Magician card, at some point, maybe not soon after you've gone sort of blabbing the juice, but at some point it's gonna catch you and you're gonna know, all right? So just don't do it. All right, for your third week, you have the Tree of Life. I love this card because for me it represents divine intervention and assistance. This is some sort of help or blessing or boon or something, you know, maybe even something that you're protected from. So this is the third week of December as we step into Capricorn season. And what this kind of tells me, because it's there with the Three of Swords, this might be some sort of news that comes to you that stops you from doing something. So you might face either a delay or a restriction of some sort here in the third week, and at the time you might be like, oh, you know, I can't believe this is happening. Maybe just a day or a few hours later you come to realize that actually, you know what, if I had gone, it would have been this, this and this. Whatever you are, you know, and again, because like I said, you're getting some sort of news that, you know, it's not great news, but because you've got the Tree of Life there, this kind of suggests, for me, it suggests that you're getting news of something that you can't do, and at the time it's going to be crap, but literally like soon after you'll realize, actually, you know what, it's kind of a good thing that we didn't get to be there, or that we didn't get to go. Whatever delay shows up for you here in the third week of December, just know that it's definitely for your highest good. And then for your fourth week of the month, you have the Death card. All right. Okay, so your Death card comes underneath your Nine of Pentacles. This, to me, suggests that some big project that you've been working on may be coming to an end, may be coming to a close. This is definitely going to be a month of completions for you Taurians. I mean, it's a month of completion for everyone because the year is wrapping up, right? But it's definitely going to be a month of completions and endings for you. And I think a lot of these are going to be conscious. I think, you know, this is going to be you really moving, breaking certain bad habits, maybe being ready to admit something to a partner. And this is going to be something that makes the relationship better. It will be something that lightens the burden on you or lifts the you know, the heaviness. So I actually really like this, you know, even if it is the Death card, and it falls right next to the Tree of Life. So you do need to know that maybe this Three of Swords is either you hearing that somebody has passed, but again, this will be somebody in the winter of their lives. It's not going to be somebody that is young. just, yeah, something for you to be aware of. The other part of it as well, with the Death card, it could represent some sort of desire that you had that you're letting go of because you realize there's more merit in something else. And then finally, for your key to the month, you have, look at this, the Four of Cups and luxury, right? Beautiful. I absolutely love that for you. This is going to be an opulent Christmas. This is going to be an indulgent Christmas. Financially, mentally, you know, spiritually, I think maybe not. You know, the spiritual stuff feels like it's really aligned for you this month. But yeah, indulgence and luxury and opulence are definitely going to be a part of the Taurian experience this Christmas, as it is every other day of the year. I hear a lot of you saying. But with that said, again, thank you so much for all that you've done for Radiant Reality this year. From my heart to yours, a happy Hanukkah, a happy Christmas, a happy Kwanzaa, a happy Yule. If you don't celebrate, happiness and love to you regardless. Thank you so much. Have an amazing year and amazing year ahead. Remember, your 2021 tarot scopes are up for your life path and for your sign. And, you know, regardless of what this year was, take something away from it, right? Take a moment to find the gratitude. Take a moment to find all of the amazing things that have happened for you this year in spite of everything else that took place. That spirit of gratitude is going to amplify, and I think we're all going to be feeling it a lot deeper this year, maybe than we have in a long time, you know, moving more away from the consumerism and more towards the gratitude for the time of year. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care, and I'll see you soon.